Hey, son. How's your day at school?
Good.
What'd you get on that test yesterday?
87.
That's nice.
Yeah.
For biology, right?
Yep.
I like that Mr. Engel guy.
Yeah, he's alright.
What's this?
I don't know.
It says you got a 47.
Yeah, I did.
Then why are you telling me you got an 87? You got so many wrong. I thought you did good on this. We studied yesterday before the test.
I don't know. It was harder than it was.
I'm gonna have to have a talk with Mr. Engel. Oh yeah, I gotta call Mr. Engel. I gotta talk. Ooh, Billy's gonna have it tomorrow.
Hello.
Mr. Engel.
Yes, who's this?
It's Billy's father.
Oh, okay, Perez.
Yeah, we're talking about his I want to talk about that grade he got on that
Yeah,
test.
he did very bad on that.
Yeah, I don't know why. We studied before and everything. Was he struggling on it in class?
No, he seemed to do very good. I told him if he wants to take a retake, he can do it.
Oh, good.
But he said, nah, I don't really want to because I'll do worse, but I don't know.
Well, I was hoping you can tutor him, come over and teach him what to do.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to talk? You want to
Yeah, how about tomorrow after school?
I don't think that's good for me. Can you come over in an hour?
Yeah, I can, actually.
Okay, good.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
1 hour later.
Oh, hey, what are you doing?
Your dad called me about your grade. He wanted me to help you, look over your stuff.
Yeah, he said he was going to call you.
So, you did pretty bad on that test.
Yeah.
You know about the mitochondria and chloroplast and all that, right?
Yeah.
How the mitochondria is with cellular respiration and chloroplast is with photosynthesis. Alright. Do you know the processes or equations that cellular respiration and photosynthesis have?
Yeah.
Alright, it's here somewhere. Say it for me.
Isn't it C6H12O6 plus 6O2 yields 6CO2, 6H2O, and 38 ATP?
Yeah, and that's for cellular respiration. Now, for photosynthesis, it's a little different. Can you tell me why it's different?
Isn't it kind of opposites?
Yeah, it's basically opposite. So, do you know it for photosynthesis?
This one I get mixed up.
Alright, well, you have it. You have to have it in your notes here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Here it is. 6CO2 plus 12H2O is 6H12O6 plus 6O2 plus 6H2O.
Alright, yeah, you definitely. That's simple.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, and after glycolysis, if there's oxygen, do you know where it goes?
Doesn't it go into the Krebs cycle?
Yeah. Alright. You seem pretty good with that stuff. Do you know about the light and dark reactions?
Yeah, light happens in the day and needs sunlight, and dark reactions happen whenever. Isn't the dark reaction also called the Calvin cycle?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. Do you know the reactants and products of the light dependent?
Isn't the reactant of the light independent 6CO2?
Nah, it's 12H2O. The product is 6O2. And then, do you know the light independent?
And then don't they get swapped for the light independent?
No. The reactant for light independent is 6CO2, and the product is C6H12O2.
Okay.
And it also, light independent happens in the stroma, and the light dependent happens in the grana.
Doesn't light dependent make energy too, and the light independent uses that energy?
Nah, it's flipped. Light dependent produces a bit of energy, just a little bit.
Yeah, it makes the energy. The
Yeah,
light
and light
independent uses it.
Uses a little bit.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I mean, I think you're pretty good with it.
Okay.
Son, I think you need to give Mr. Engel a break. He's been working really hard. I think I know what I'm talking about, too.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna go relax.
Billy, I'll be right there. Give me a second. I think I know what I'm talking about with this, like, biology stuff. I heard you guys, like, talking about, like, photosynthesis and all that fun stuff. See what we got here. Ooh, you got some terrible handwriting, son.
Get it from your father.
I remember this one thing my teacher said. It was like electron send port or something like that.
Electron transport chain?
That's what it is. Yeah. It's what does it do? It's like, oh yeah. I think I know. It makes the most ATP in the cellular respiration thing. You know?
Yeah.
You know how many it makes? I know.
36 to 38.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of energy. You know? And what else? Let's see what else. Anything you're having trouble with? Ooh. Do you know what fermentation is?
I'm a little rough on that. Do you know what it is?
Yes, I do, actually. It's like, after glycolysis, if there's oxygen or no oxygen, they go to different places, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So when there's no oxygen, they go to a little place called fermentation. Mm-hmm. It's when, like, the two pyruvates in glycolysis, they are, like, fermented, you know, that's the name, son, get it? Fermentation. So, the two pyruvates go through the like little process, and two NADHs are put in from glycolysis, make two NAD pluses, and they usually circle back. And they also, like the two pyruvates, for us it's lactic acid, which makes the two pyruvates into lactic acid. That's why you get sore after you're working those hard muscles, I could see. Mm-hmm.
Isn't plant like alcohol fermentation?
Yeah, that's when they make two ethanols, and then like two CO2s, like in the air.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Let's see what you got here. Man, you are very sloppy. Why don't you use all those gizmos and all this technology you guys have now? I see you. I got your own computer for this. It's no funny matters.
Dad, you can't like write with a computer.
You can type. Here it is. So, in the electron transport chain, the ATP is created and it's going through the last, like, what do you call it? Philosopher?
The last philosopher?
Something like that, you know. And it's oxygen. And that's when you use all the electrons from the Krebs cycle that I heard Mr. Engel talk to you about. All those electrons that are made help out and make the ATP an electron transport chain, since the name. Anything else you need to know? I heard you guys talk about a lot. I'll give him a couple minutes for a break. He hasn't worked that hard. I remember in my days when we had to write a lot. But now you kids have it easy. You only got to write a little bit. We had to learn about the whole Krebs cycle stage. You guys only learned about how many steps? I think 8. There was like way more. Whew. Well, I don't really understand most of this stuff, so I'll let him teach it. Okay? I'm gonna just go get a coffee.
Billy, while I was relaxing, I made something up for you.
What's that?
You know how you didn't understand chloroplasts and mitochondria?
Yeah.
Well, here it is. So, in a mitochondria, there's a thing called the matrix, and it's the inner membrane. That's where the Krebs cycle happens. And then there's an outer membrane. And then the electronic transport happens in the inner membrane, which is also called the matrix. And then glucose, which is C6H12O6, goes in. 6O2 goes in, which is oxygen. And then 6CO2, which is carbon dioxide. 6H2O, which is water, and ATP come out. That's cellular respiration. Now, in plants, only the chloroplast, like, that's the difference. Sunlight goes in, CO2 goes in, 12H2O goes in, 6O2 goes out. You get C6H12O6, which is glucose, obviously. 6H2O comes out, which is water. in there, the grana is thylakoid membranes all squished together, and this is a thylakoid membrane. And in the stroma, it's just like the blank space basically. That's where the dark reaction takes place, and it's a double membraned cell. Also, in the grana, the light reaction
Oh, okay,
takes
that's cool.
place there. You understand it more?
Yeah, I got it now.
Alright, thought that would help.
Mr. Engel,
Yes.
I think I know what to teach Billy finally.
Alright.
I'll meet you over here real sick. What's up, son?
What's up, Dad?
See what Mr. Engel has taught you. Whoa. Damn. That's some nice handiwork. You should have been an art teacher instead. Woo. Well, he did mess up a little bit, but no one's perfect. I'm gonna fix it a little bit. Erase that. Some of that. Wait. Oh yeah, that looks good. Reminded me of the burger I ate yesterday. Okay. So let me show you this good thing. So this is like photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Okay. You know all this mumbo jumbo, sunlight, ATP, water. You know the cycle. But what you don't know, I don't think you do know. Do you? What happens if you missing something? Say for instance, don't have no oxygen. Do you know what's gonna happen?
Plant's gonna die.
Well, let's see. Does the plant need oxygen? No, they don't. They will eventually die because they need the mitochondria, because they have both, you know? But they won't die instantly. But the plant say, okay, I'll give you an example, okay? So say you're just watering your plants, watering them in this little box, but there's no CO2 in there. The plant's just gonna die. And say there's no sunlight, it's just in a dark room, it would also die. So it needs everything. It's like when you're ordering a burger. When you're ordering it, you want everything on the burger. You don't just want the meat. You gotta get that lettuce, that maybe honey mustard once in a while, all depends. Yeah, tomatoes. You're not my son, but okay, let's see. What else? Yeah. Okay, here's another question. What would happen if there was no glucose?
It would have the mitochondria.
That's a trick question. You know why? Because it makes the glucose. That doesn't get it. It makes. I got you, son. Okay, what else, son? Looking fine, dandy. I'd say. What do you like about it? I know you like it.
I like the color choice.
Oh yeah. I don't think Mr. Engel did that. Okay. Well, I'll go get here. I'll have a final talk. I think we're done teaching you, okay? Well, thank you for helping my son, Billy.
Yep.
He really needed it.
Yeah, I know.
And he is going to take that retake, you know?
And he should do better. I mean,
We did help him a lot.
yeah, we did.
It's those darn video games. All the kids
I know.
nowadays.
What, PS2 or what? Why do you play that?
I'm more of a hands-on
Alright,
guy.
well. Yep, thank you.